Before every road trip, people obsess over the fun stuff, the playlist, the snacks, the route, the outfit for photos. But here's the one thing that most road trippers forget all about. And that's the one thing that can turn a dream trip into a stranded on the side of the road highway disaster. It's not glamorous. It's not Instagram worthy, but it's a difference between confidence and chaos. Today, I'm walking you through the simple safety checks and essentials that experienced road trippers never skip, and why they matter more than you think. And stay with me, because at the end, I'll share one mantra I use before every single trip. Hey, I'm Teresa from an acre in the city. I've traveled to all 50 states and traveled to over 80% of the National Park Service sites. And over the years, I've learned that the trips that feel most free are actually the ones that are most prepared. Let's start with your car, because this is where most people think everything is probably fine, but probably fine is not a plan. Before any long drive, check these 3 things: tire pressure, fluid levels, brakes. Tires that are underinflated don't just hurt your gas mileage, they overheat. And overheating on a highway in July, not fun. Low oil or coolant, that's how you end up with an expensive repair bill in a town you didn't plan to visit. And brakes, if they're squeaky now, they're not going to magically get quieter 400 miles from home. It takes less than 10 minutes to check these things. Less than 10. And while you're at it, double check your emergency kit. Do you actually have jumper cables? Is your flashlight working? Are the batteries still good? You'd be surprised how many people carry emergency gear that doesn't actually work. But your car isn't the only thing that needs prepping. Have you ever needed a basic first aid kit but didn't have one? It's one of those things you don't think about until you really, really need it. Here's what lives in my car year-round: a stock first aid kit, flashlight, jumper cable, phone charger with power bank, extra water, and non-perishable snacks. And here's my game changer, a multi-purpose tool. It sounds simple, but you might need it to tighten loose gear, cut packaging, fix a cooler latch, and even help somebody else at a campsite. It's small, it's cheap, and it solves more problems than you might expect. If you want your trips to feel smooth instead of stressful, this is the kind of prep that makes all the difference. And here's the thing, most road trip stress doesn't happen because people are careless. It happens because they forget one small detail. This is the kind of prep that makes all the difference. Honestly, that's exactly why I built my 5 days to a perfect outdoor adventure guide. Because safety doesn't happen by accident. It's part of a step-by-step plan. In the guide, day 3 is all about gearing up properly. Day 4 walks you through planning your route, including things like gas stops and knowing where emergency services are. And day 5 is your final safety double check before you leave. It takes the overwhelm out of planning, and it makes sure you don't miss the small stuff that turns into big problems. If you want the full framework that I use before a trip, grab it in the link below. Now, safety doesn't stop with your car or your trunk. If you're headed into national parks, mountains, or rural areas, wildlife isn't just a cute photo opportunity. It's something you need to respect. In some areas, bear spray isn't dramatic. It's smart. Knowing when animals are most active, dawn and dusk, helps you avoid risky situations. I always recommend checking what wildlife lives in the area. Do food storage rules apply here? Is any specific gear recommended? Most close encounters happen because somebody didn't know what to expect. A 5-minute search before your trip can prevent a very bad story later. And speaking of things that surprise people, weather is a silent trip wrecker. You might leave in sunshine, drive straight into fog, wind, or a temperature drop that you didn't expect. A simple rainstorm can turn a hike into a slippery mess. Desert nights can drop 30 degrees after sunset. Mountain passes can still hold snow, even in late spring. Before I travel, I look up typical weather patterns for that month, elevation changes along my route, and whether regional conditions require special gear, like tire chains. Pack layers, bring rain protection, and adjust your expectations. Because when you're prepared, bad weather becomes a story, not a crisis. So here's my mantra I live by before every trip. Better to pack it and not need it than need it and not have it. When your car is ready, your emergency kit is stocked, and you've thought through the what ifs, you travel differently. You're calmer. You're more confident. You actually enjoy the ride. And that becomes even more important when you're traveling with kids. Because when you've got little ones or teens in the car, preparation isn't just about safety. It's about peace of mind. So once you're done here, click the video on the screen where I share our favorite national parks that are kid-friendly and that adults will love too. Because once you know you're prepared for the unexpected, you can focus on the fun parts, the hikes, the wildlife, the memories. I'll see you over there.